gold letters, white trim. And here's the jump. Goes our way. Hicks with the ball. He's going to catch a screen from Williams. Swings it over up top. The ball's going to remain with the Bulldogs. Williams with the ball. He loses it. As Hicks is going to commit his first. Excuse me. As Tatum's going to have his first foul here.
Yeah, he's also one of the new freshman faces we have on the team. Hopefully he'll do good in his first game against his rival Hornets.
Absolutely, as the Bulldogs open up defensive possession here on the 2-3 zone. Nice pump fake there. Shots up by Heath. No good. Out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs here.
Speaking on turnovers, turnovers is going to be a big factor in this game as both teams are averaging pretty high in the turnovers, with A&M having 20 and State having 16, so hopefully we can control the possession game.
Shots up. It's good. That's coming from a new face as well, Jalen Smith. Here comes the Bulldogs again. Tatum has the ball. He's going to command the floor. Nice pass there, but fouled on the play. Foul's going to be on number 15, Stewart. That's going to be his first, team's first.
And it's good to see A&M getting a three-point jump off early in the game, as that's one of the low points of our offense. We only shoot 28% from the three-point line. So if we could get a good shooting game in going in, that'll open up the inside game for Jalen Johnson and E.J. Williams.
Smith with the ball. Looks inside for Williams. Williams, tough finish. It's up. It's good. E.J. Williams.
Could have been a foul right there. That was a nice, strong finish, and then good job getting back.
Tough defensive play. Nearly knocked away by Williams. Ball's going to be out of bounds. It's going to go to the Bulldogs. Nice defensive stand there. We're going to get a timeout on the floor with 8:40 to go. The Bulldogs are leading 5-0. As we're back from break, the Bulldogs lead 5-0. As it's worth mentioning that the Bulldogs are also missing a couple of faces here as well. Having Coach Howard missing in action, the Bulldogs are going to have quite of a challenge on their hands. They're looking pretty hopeful here and a little encouraging as they lead 5-0.
Yeah, like you said earlier, hopefully these two new freshmen we have in the lineup can leave an impact on the game today. With a lot of energy in this rival game we have today.
Tatum has the ball. He catches the screen from Williams. Nice cross-court pass there to Smith. Smith, nice spin move. It's up, no good. Ball knocked around, but it's going to stay with the Hornets. Transition. Nice scramble, but it's stolen. Nice move. It's up. It's good. Garrett Hicks, sensational sophomore himself, with a nice fast break finish there.
Yeah, that was a great job of defense leading the offense to win the possession game and force more turnovers.
Great defense by Williams. It's up, rebounded. Here comes Tatum and the Bulldogs. Cross-court pass to Smith. Smith pops a three. No good. Tipped up and in by Williams.
E.J. letting his force be known on the offensive side and defensive side down low, as he's been playing good on both sides, getting rebounds and also finishing.
Ball goes up top. It's swung over to the wing. Back up top. Three's up. No good there from Stewart. Rebounded. No good either from Battle. Rebounded by Williams. He's going to give the ball to Tatum. He's going to bring the ball up the court. 9-0 with a little over 13 seconds here in this 17-minute mark of the first half. Nice move from Tatum. He brings it back. Nice left-hand drive. It's up. No good, but he's going to be fouled.
Yeah.
Blocking foul is going to go on number 20, Kenny Strawbridge, the 6'4" guard out of Rockford, Illinois. He's a Western Nebraska transfer.
It's also good for us getting a foul on him as he's Alabama State's leading scorer. He was a great scorer from last year, and hopefully we can continue to play as aggressively as we are now, even with free throw shooting still being one of our lower attributes to our team. Hopefully we can continue to get them in foul trouble and make them have to go deep into their bench.
As we're going to get some substitutions in here. Our vet. Brandon Houston is going to check in for E.J. Williams, much needed rest. As you said, Jawan, he's left his mark here on offense and defensive side early here in the first half. Pass is going to go to the wing, to Heath. Ball is up top to Tate. Tate, nice drive towards the baseline, nice pass. It's up, no good there, missed by Cousin. Here comes Tatum and the Bulldogs. He's going to be met by E.J. Clark. Nice move there from Tatum. He swings it over to Hicks. Hicks is going to get a screen there from Hicks. Swings it out to Houston. Got to get a shot up quick here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hicks gets a draw of a play. One-on-one. Nice move. He gets inside. Tough pass out. He swings it over to Tatum. Tatum, tough shot. No good. Ball went in, but no good. We're going to have a shot clock violation.
Yeah, that was one of the better defensive possessions for Alabama State. They really forced us into a shot clock violation in the half. Hopefully we can get inside and get a couple more shots down low for our big man.
We're going to get a traveling violation here on Strawbridge. The Bulldogs are forcing early turnovers here, Jawan, as you predicted. And obviously it looks like whoever is going to win the turnover battle is going to be leading the game.
Yeah, you know, with that and rebounding, them are two important parts of the game that both teams have a difference in. We are a better rebounding team than them, but we force more turnovers. So if we can win the possession battle, I feel like we can win this game.
As we have the substitution in for the Bulldogs. As we have a new face here once again. If you're not familiar, Riley London, who just got the turnover. It's up, it's good by E.J. Clark with the quick transition from off defense to offense.
It looks like Alabama State has switched to a little full court pressure to kind of make it tough for us to get up court. Hopefully we can break it.
Hicks swings it over. Hicks doesn't like what he sees, swings it up, back up top to Johnson. No good. Here comes the Hornets. Heath brings the ball up. He's going to get a screen there from Cousin. Cousin swings it over to Clark. Clark in the corner swings it back over to Cousin. Shots up. It's good. E.J. Clark. Hicks has the ball. He's going to bring the ball up the floor. Being met by Clark, who just hit the last three. He swings it over to Smith. Smith, tough right-hand finish. No good. Gets its own rebound. It's good.
Good job following his shot. And even though he missed the first one, getting his own rebound and getting a putback for our Bulldog.
Shots up again. No good there by Clark. Ball comes on the left wing to Hicks. Hicks is met with a trap. He swings it back out to Johnson. Johnson has the ball baseline, makes a move inside. It's up, no good. Here comes the Hornets. Heath has the ball, he swings it over. Tate has the ball on the wing. He's going to swing it back up top to Heath as Coach Williams is going to get his command in here, and the Hornets are going to work the ball. Nice pass there from Heath. It's up, no good by Cousin, but he's fouled. with 13:54 here left.
Well, they started off with a couple turnovers, but they haven't forced one for a couple possessions. We just need to continue to try and win the rebound game and the turnover game, as that's always a good key to go with in basketball.
As we come from the break, we have Jordan O'Neal, the 6'6" forward out of Mobile, Alabama, shooting 2. We're going to get the inbound here.
Looks like the Hornets are going to continue into this full court press they've been running.
As Cameron Tucker is in for the Bulldogs for Hicks. Nice move inside. He kicks it out. Shots up. No good there from Cortez. Ball's up. No good there by Williams. Nice offensive rebound and putback. He's going to be at the line for 2.
Yeah, EJ, like you said earlier, he's really making his presence been known down low, as he has a couple blocks and good contests on the defensive side, and with a couple of good putbacks and offensive rebounds, which has really been helping our Bulldog team out so far in this first half.
This Williams shot is good. On the floor for the Bulldogs right now is London Riley, Cameron Tucker, E.J. Williams, Anjay Cortez, and Dalen Smith.
Like you said earlier, we have a lot of new faces on this team. Like to see how they mold together, as these games are big for them, especially the young freshmen we have.
As this is just the Bulldogs' 3rd game of the season. They've missed quite some time due to COVID protocols and postponements. Tucker with the ball gets a nice screen from William. Swings over to Smith. Smith looks inside for Williams. He has the ball on the right block. Nice kick out. Shots up. No good from London Riley there. We're going to get a quick substitution here for the Hornets. E.J. Clark bringing the ball up the floor. He's met by Smith. He swings the ball over to Heath. As it looks like the Hornets have kind of tried to get themselves comfortable within the game here, Jawan. The Bulldogs are needing to get some points on the board here to open the lead back up.
Yeah, defensively, we've been playing real well. We haven't been letting them get easy shots, and they haven't been able to get to the basket as easy as they want to. But offensively, we've had a couple dead possessions. It'd be nice to get a couple buckets in a row to get the rhythm of our offense going.
As we have a foul here on the Hornets, that foul is going to be on number 1, Brandon Battle, the 6'8", 215-pound forward out of Warren, Ohio. That's going to be the Hornets' 4th. We also have a substitution here for the Bulldogs as Hicks and Battle come back in. Excuse me, Tatum. Hicks with the ball. He takes a 3. No good. Here comes the Hornets. They're in transition. Ball is went over to Strawbridge. Strawbridge brings the ball back up top. He kicks it back over to Jackson. Nice pass inside. Strawbridge wasn't ready. Johnson's able to recover. He's going to swing it back over to Tatum. Tatum looks inside. It's up. No good. Short. Rebounded by the Hornets.
See, that's what turnovers get us, is good looks, that we've been scoring real well off turnovers this game. So hopefully we can force a couple and try and get out and get a couple fast break buckets.
Nice pass there. The shot's up. No good from Strawbridge. Ball's going to remain here with the Hornets as we have a timeout on the floor. The ball is back in play. Ball is swung over. Back inside to Battle. Battle's pass gets broken loose. Nice steal there from Hicks, excuse me. Tatum's not able to finish. Here comes the Hornets in transition. Tough pass, it's up. No good there from O'Neal, but he's fouled on the play.
Yeah, and like I've been saying and preaching for us, another turnover. And even though we haven't been finishing them layups are going to start to fall. So if we could just continue to force turnovers, I feel like we can stretch his lead out.
As the Bulldogs haven't been able to get too much going so far here down this stretch they've been on since the last timeout break. Jawan, we see now with this new Bulldogs roster, there's been such a nice mix of vet-savvy players such as Hicks, Johnson, as well as E.J. Williams and Houston. And also now with these newer faces with Tatum as well as Smith. What do you think about the mix that the Bulldogs are bringing here?
Yeah, like you said, with Garrett, even though he's a sophomore, he played big minutes all last season. I feel like with him, EJ, Jalen, I feel like they can help comfort the freshmen, as we have seen that we have two in the starting lineup this game. I feel like there's veteran mixed with their young and ambition. I feel like if we just continue to get games together and hopefully no more postponements, we can build some chemistry and really find what type of team we're going to be, which will be big as we get closer into the meat of this season.
Absolutely. As the Hornets have the ball, they're going to take some time off the clock. Nice pass inside to O'Neal. O'Neal's mid-range no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs, as that was Brandon Powell just subbed in, coming in early with the rebound. Tatum behind the back pass to Williams. He has the ball up top. Nice spin move. It's up. No good. Tipped in by Johnson. Nice putback there.
Great job from the leader of this team, Jalen Johnson, is trying to find a way to get himself on the board. So hopefully that can lead to a couple more buckets for us.
He passed the ball. He looks inside for Battle. Battle makes a move, spins back inside. It's up. It's good. Hicks has the ball. He's met by DJ Heath. He's going to get a screen from Williams. Swings it over to Powell. Powell looks, swings it inside to Williams. He misses him. Here comes the Hornets. Tough fast break. It's up. No good. O'Neal comes up with the rebound, tipped over to Battle. No good. He can't finish. So we have a jump ball here. Nice hustle there from Powell. Coach Williams is furious there on the opposite end of the court, as I'm thinking he's looking for a foul on the play there, as both Battle and Young came in and missed.
Yeah, it looks like some bodies got tangled up down there. We've been seeing some real physical play coming in. We say here, this is a rival game. So with Coach Williams, this being his first one, great to see that he has some emotion himself over there.
As the ball's going to remain here with the Hornets. We're going to get a foul on the play, as that foul is going to go on Hicks. Excuse me, it's going to be on Tatum. That's his second, team's fourth.
Seems like the physicality of this game starting to pick up a little more. Like we said, this half-court battle we've been having so far. It's been a pretty good game.
Tough move there from Battle. He's fouled on the play. That's going to be on new sub Abalawal. That's going to be his first, team's fifth.
Yeah. And I'm really waiting to see how he comes in. He's a 7-foot freshman for us. He's young. He's real long. We're ready to see how his game is going to come to help out this team.
Absolutely. As you mentioned before, the 7-foot freshman center from Nigeria, Hargrave Military Academy in Virginia, is looking to make an impact early on here into the game.
Yeah, and if he can get into his own, we can have some form of a twin towers with him and EJ, and then also with Jalen, who's not too small of a guy himself.
As the Bulldogs subbed in Cameron Tucker as well as Smith. Tucker's going to inbound the ball. Ref is already counting. He gets the ball into Johnson. Johnson swings it over to Hicks. Hicks is going to bring the ball up. As this became a closer ball game than it was earlier before, with 8:40 left here in the first half. The Bulldogs are leading 16-13. Johnson, no good. Here comes the Hornets. Tough swing, no good. But Strawbridge is going to be at the line for two again.
Yeah, and it seems like our Bulldogs have found a stalemate in the offense. We need to find a way to get a rhythm going, as we're one of the more scoring offensive teams in the SWAC. We average 85 points a game. And with the pace we're playing at now, we look like we might be well under that. So it'll be nice to see how our Bulldogs adjust to maybe a lower scoring, more physical game that they've been playing lately.
Strawbridge missed his first. He makes the second. Juwan, this full court pressure has really disturbed the Bulldogs offense as they went on a 10-0 scoring run and now have cooled off since then.
Yeah, and it's the pressure is changing the pace of the game. The Hornets are playing their pace right now, and we have to do more things like that, get the easy buckets.
Garrett Hicks with the bucket as Cameron Tucker was able to force Hicks to travel there earlier on into their possession. The Bulldogs are going to take over here.
Like I was saying, it seems like the faster pace has really been helping us more towards that. We need to, like I said, just continue to force turnovers, and so we can get those easy takes at the basket.
Johnson has the ball on the left side of the baseline. He kicks it over to Tucker. Tucker swings it to the corner to Hicks. Hicks is going to bring it back out. He swings it up top to Tucker. Tucker over to Smith on the right wing. Nice spin there from Smith. Tough shot. It's good.
Nice finish.
Strawbridge gets inside, he kicks it out. Shots up, it's good. That's from Stewart.
Here's that faster pace I was talking about with both teams scoring real quick into the shot clock. We really have to adjust to this.
Hicks has the ball. He's being met by Jackson. Johnson's going to set a screen, but he forces double team. Hicks is fouled by Jackson.
It looks like they were going for the trap, trying to get that turnover. Good job by keeping his composure and drawing the foul.
That'll be Jackson.
To this conference run, so hopefully we can get some form of togetherness to come out and play in.
As Smith is going to inbound the ball. He kicks it over to Cortez. He swings it back inside to Smith. Smith gets a nice screen from Cortez. He's met with a double team. He swings over to Hicks. Hicks, tough right hand finish. It's up, it's good. Jared Hicks and one.
That was a nice job at Garrett as being aggressive and taking his defender off the dribble and also finishing through the contact. Nice and one.
Yes, that foul is going to go on Battle. That's his second. Team 6. At the line for one is Garrett Hicks with the fancy right-hand finish just there for the and one basket.
Yeah, and hopefully that can open up the offensive game, or he's one of the leading scorers for our team, averaging 20 points per game. Hopefully that layup can get him into the groove offensively.
Not able to convert the and one. Easy lay-in there for Strawbridge. Tucker has the ball. He's being met by Jackson. He's jostling with Jackson. He's going to get a screen from Cortez and Johnson. Double team coming. Here comes the pressure. He kicks it over to Smith. Smith for the three. No good. So we're going to have a foul on the floor as Cortez is able to draw. We're in a 1-on-1 situation here.
And even though the shot didn't fall, that was a great find by Cameron, even though he was being pressured up at half court. Good job finding the open man in the corner. And even though we missed, them looks are going to start falling the more we get to shooting.
At the line for 1-and-1 is going to be number 23, Anjay Cortez, the 6'8" freshman out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Shot's no good. Here comes the Hornets. Heath is going to kick it over to Jackson before he crosses half court. Jackson back to Heath. As the Bulldogs are lined in man-to-man defense here. With a little over 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Cortez. Nearly goes out of bounds, swings it over to Hicks. Hicks is going to get the ball up the court. One-on-one drive, tough shot. It's good. Garrett Hicks.
There for the sophomore Garrett Hicks. Hopefully he can get keep it going.
24-19. Strawbridge kicks it over to the baseline. O'Neal. O'Neal's looking to make a move. 15 seconds remaining here in the shot clock. Nice pump fake. Drive up. Shot's no good, but we're going to have a foul on the floor on Cortez as Stewart is driving over to the paint. We're going to have a 1-on-1 situation here for the Hornets as well.
Very physical game so far for us. That's what you expect when these two teams match up with each other.
Into the game comes number 22, London Riley. Also checking in, it's going to be number 0, Javon Tatum, the 6'1" freshman out of Snellville, Georgia. They take on to the deficit here as the Bulldogs lead with 5:50 remaining here in the first half, 24-21. Tatum brings the ball up the floor. He's weaving through. He kicks it over to Smith. Smith wants a screen from Williams. Looks for Williams, not there. He pops a three, no good.
Three-point shooting has been a struggle for us offensively. We need to find something else to go to into the offense.
Aaron played there from Cousin as Coach Williams was not happy with that play. Here comes the Bulldogs as Tatum has the ball. Looks for Smith. Smith finds Riley in the corner. No good. Rebounded by the Hornets. Here comes Heath. Nearly lost the ball there. Shots up. No good from Stewart. Here comes the Bulldogs as Williams was able to bring the ball down. Williams is going to set the screen for Tatum. Tatum looking inside. He finds Williams. Tough play from Williams. He's going to shoot it. No good. Rebounded by Tatum. He's able to get the ball to Hicks. Hicks is able to save the ball. Bulldogs are going to have a fresh clock. No good.
Once again, shooting, man. We're not that well of a three-point shooting team, and when shots like that aren't falling, that really messes up the flow of the offense.
As Heath was looking inside, not going to be able to find his intended Shots no good there from Cousin. Here comes the Bulldogs as Smith was able to corral the rebound.
It's been a stalemate for both offense for a couple possessions. They're both having trouble getting into the rhythm of the offense and finding buckets.
Tatum's looking inside for Williams. He's not going to be able to find him. Cross-court pass to Riley. He kicks it up top for Smith. Smith for three. No good. As Smith is still searching for a shot. He kicks it up top. Nice pump fake there from Cousin. Cousin loses the ball. Smith is going to come up with it. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow going towards the Bulldogs. As they're going to come out with the ball here with 3:10 remaining after the break. As the Bulldogs lead 24-21 with just 3:10 remaining here in the first.
Shooting, his three-point shooting is going to be a key factor in us stretching this lead out.
As Tucker's going to inbound the ball to Tatum. Tatum is going to be met by Clark. Nice backdoor pass. It's up, it's good. Garrett Hicks.
Great guard-to-guard connection right there from Hicks and the young freshman. Good find.
As it was a great find, as it seemed like they were trying to cheat the play, and Hicks knew exactly where to be at on that play. We're going to get a travel. That's going to be on Jordan O'Neal.
Plays like that are energy plays. We need to continue to play this type of defense and force more turnovers as it leads to more possessions for our offense.
As Tatum's going to have the ball. He's going to bring it up with 2:35 remaining here in the first half. He's going to get a screen from Johnson. Doesn't use it. Comes back and uses it again. Can't find him. He's going to still kick it inside to Johnson. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Need a quick shot. Nice move from Johnson. It's up. No good. Nearly tipped in there by Riley. He wasn't able to put it in just yet.
Yeah, that was a good shot by Jalen. Even though it didn't fall, you can't let that phase you. That was a good take.
The ball goes inside. We're going to get a foul called here.
Yeah, and with both teams being in the bonus, and with 2 minutes left in this, we really need to maybe tone back on the aggressiveness. These are easy buckets, easy points we're giving up.
Yes, that foul went on Johnson, and we're going to get a quick substitution here for the Bulldogs as Cortez checks back in for Tatum. That way Tatum does not add another foul to his name before the half ends. 1-on-1 shots, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Here comes Tucker and the Bulldogs. So we're going to get a quick errant foul there by E.J. Clark.
It looks like Coach Williams is still arguing that that last one-on-one should have been a two-shot opportunity.
Not sure you recognized here, but that was only the Bulldogs' 8th foul. To get into a double bonus, you need 10.
Young coach, and like you said, with both teams being in bonus, these fouls are real detrimental as they can extend the lead or shorten the lead depending on how it plays out.
First shot's up and in here for Tucker.
And the stat that might surprise a lot of our viewers that Cameron Tucker right now is the leading assist leader in the country with 10 a game. And even though we've only played 2, it's nice to see a Bulldog up there in the rankings. And we also have Jalen Johnson second in the NCAA in scoring.
As Tucker shooting prior to those last 2 free throws, 70% from the free throw line.
Tough shot right there.
Very tough shot there from Tate. As the Bulldogs hold on to a 5-point lead here with just a minute 30 remaining here in the first half. Nice move from Tucker. He looks inside. Tough finish, but we're going to get a travel called on Tucker. One too many steps.
Yeah, and it seems like the Hornets are going to stick with this full court pressure they've been using.
As we're going to get a quick timeout here with just a minute 30 remaining here in the first half. The Bulldogs are holding on to a 5-point lead. Juwan, it seems like we've been pretty comfortable here with this 5.6-point lead as we jumped out to an early 10-0 run against the Hornets earlier on here in the first half.
Yeah, and even though we started to find our groove back in the scoring game with a couple fouls and a couple and ones, the tension's down low. We need to continue that offensively. As defense, we've been playing real well, and even though we have a couple easy layups we gave up, you can't be mad when Hornets hit contested shots like they did on the last possession. So I feel like if we continue to not give up any open shots and let them shoot contested outside mid-range perimeter shots, I feel like we can find a way to extend this lead.
As before the break, we had a traveling violation on Cameron Tucker. Hornets are going to take over here with just a minute 30 remaining here in the first half. Clark with the ball. He's being chased up the floor by Tucker. He looks to get the ball over to the wing here for Stewart. Stewart kicks the ball back up top to Clark. Clark, tough shot. It's up. No good. Rebounded by Stewart. Putbacks up. No good. As he jostled for the ball, Johnson's able to come up with it as he turns the ball over trying to save it. Shot's no good. So we're going to have a foul on the floor here as Stewart was able to come up with the offensive rebound.
It seems like this physical play is going to continue out throughout this game, man. Both teams are really up there in fouls, and hopefully this doesn't put any key players in the foul trouble, as this will be real key as we go into the second half.
So that foul was on London Riley. Stewart, the 6'3" guard from Memphis, Tennessee. As Tucker's able to come up with the rebound. Here comes the Bulldogs with just a minute remaining here in the first half as the Bulldogs are clinging on to a 4-point lead. Smith, tough drive. Shoots the ball, no good, short. Here comes the Hornets. Smith missing his last 3 shots here. What does he need to do to get himself warmed back up, Juwan?
I feel like he doesn't. He needs to maybe lean a little more away from the perimeter shot. Don't be scared. I'm not saying to be scared to shoot or be hesitant, but try and find other opportunities in the offense, as if he continues to miss shots like that, it can really mess up the rhythm of the offense for us. So hopefully he can maybe try and get down low or get a layup, or maybe try and draw the attention away from him so he can get an assist.
As Cortez had a nice defensive showing there, but allowed the offensive rebound, was called for a foul. At the line for 2 now is going to be Strawbridge, the 6'4" guard out of Rockford, Illinois. His first shot was no good. With just 19 seconds remaining here in the first half, the Bulldogs are clinging on to a 4-point lead, 28-24, excuse me. Second shot's no good, rebounded by Smith. He has to get the ball out quick. Here comes Hicks. Hicks is looking. He's going to get the ball past half court. They're going to be looking to get one good possession out of this half. Hicks' 3 is up. No good. As the Bulldogs are going to go into the half with a 4-point lead, 28-24. Juwan, a lot of action early on here in the first half, and it kind of sizzled down into the middle and towards the end of the half as the Bulldogs lead 28-24. What were your first half thoughts?
Well, I can say one thing is we need to calm down on the fouls. We currently have 3 players with 2 fouls, with Tatum, Johnson, and also Cortez. So maybe we have to be a little more smarter with the chances we're taking, the aggressiveness. And also on the other side, we're shooting 1 for 12 from the three-point line with us missing the last 11. So we need to maybe find a different way to get buckets in the second half, as three-point shooting, as that's been one of our key weaknesses the last couple years. Really need to find another rhythm and another player to go to in the offense so far.
Absolutely. As E.J. Williams was sizzling hot earlier on into the first half, it would be extremely, extremely wrong of us not to mention how well he's been playing for the Bulldogs so far this half.
Yeah, he's been getting rebounds, contesting shots down low, blocks. He's really been that big man they've been needing in this game, as Alabama State has been shooting as well either. And he's really been stopping them layups that they begin down low. And also early in the first half, he was getting a couple baskets and putbacks. So maybe we can try and get him a couple more touches in the second half, as he's been a hot hand for us so far in this game.
Absolutely. As the Bulldogs jumped off to an early 10-0 run here in the first half, they were able to somehow still hang on to the lead since then, as they lead 28-24 here in the first half. We'll be right back after the break here. TM Elmore Gymnasium, as the Bulldogs lead at the half, 28-24. I'm Chauncey D. Sanders, and I'm being joined by my main man, Juwan Davis. Juwan, we had an interesting first half as the Bulldogs started off smoking hot early on with a 10-0 run. They kind of fizzled out with a couple of missed shots as they went on a shooting slump, and they were able to still hold on to the lead. How important was that to know that even with the shooting slump going on, your defense will not go on a slump?
Yeah, that's when, like they say, defense wins championship, man. That's when your offense, when you can't find nothing to go on, you have to look at your defense to find a way to score. And we forced a couple turnovers. Both teams have 6 turnovers. And we also are leading the rebounding battle right now. So I feel like if we can get the edge in the rebounding turnover battle, I feel like that'll help us out in the long run in the second half.
Absolutely, as the Bulldogs are battling the Hornets of Alabama State, led by Coach Mo Williams. Without head coach Dylan Howard, it's going to be an interesting one down the stretch, as we can't go without talking about the new improvements here on campus at Alabama A&M over the break, as renovations are coming to a close here for the new West Night cafeteria, as well as ground being broke over down not too far from Elmore Gymnasium for the new arena.
Yeah, it's crazy to see that in the next coming season that we're going to be out of Elmore, so hopefully we can get a couple dubs in here. But it's nice to see the improvements we're also making in the cafeteria, as we're looking real D1-ish, as I can say, in the cafeteria. It's real nice, and I also like the little couches they add in there. So it's nice improvement, and I'm glad to see that they're going out to make stuff better for us students.
Absolutely. As the Bulldogs lead 28-24 here, as halftime is coming to a close, it's worth noting that E.J. Williams had made a really great impact here in the first half, as well as sophomore Garrett Hicks. How much of an emphasis do you think the coaching staff is going to put on those two guys coming in here earlier on into this start of the second half?
Well, Garrett, he's currently leading the team in points right now with 10 points, with EJ a good second, and with EJ a good second with 6 points, and also with 6 rebounds and 2 blocks coming with that. So I feel like if we could get some type of 1-2 action going with them, as they both been playing real well out the pick and roll, I feel like if EJ could get a couple.
Ball is kicked back over to Jackson. Jackson gets a screen from Strawbridge. Strawbridge has the ball on the wing. He's going to look to get inside. Kicks it ball outside as referee is going. Ball is kicked back over to Jackson. Jackson gets a screen from Strawbridge. Strawbridge has the ball on the wing. He's going to look to get inside. Kicks it ball outside as referee is going to say the ball was tipped out by Tucker. And he obviously disagrees with it. Strawbridge, mid-range up, no good. Here comes Hicks and the Bulldogs. Hicks gets outside. He's going to be looking to get a screen from Johnson. Nice hesitation. Ball nearly stolen as it's going to stay here with the Bulldogs.
And once again, another turnover for our Bulldogs. We need to start drawing more points off them. But even with the missed pass right there, opportunity, and good play right there by Garrett.
Easy bucket by E.J. Williams inside.
And see, layups like that is what I was saying we need for our offense. A couple easy layups on the rolls to the baskets for E.J. I feel like if we can get a couple more of them, that'll open up our offense for later in the second half.
Strawbridge kicks the ball over. Shots up, no good there by Stewart. Here comes Hicks and the Bulldogs, 30-24. Nice screen from Williams. Hicks is looking to get inside. He kicks the ball out to Smith. Smith on the wing kicks it over to Williams. Williams looks inside for Johnson. Johnson has to be quick for a 3-second comes up. Easy bucket, it's in. Jalen Johnson, 32-24 Bulldogs.
Strong finish right there by Jalen, not letting the initial contact hinder his shot. Great finish.
As the intensity has risen here for the Bulldogs. Jackson, step back shot up, no good, air ball. Nearly saved, it is saved. So we're gonna get a charge drawn by E.J. Say the ball was tipped out by Tucker.
That's a
and
close
he
one right
obviously disagrees with it. Strawbridge, mid-range up, no good. Here comes Hicks and the Bulldogs. Hicks gets outside. He's going to be looking to get a screen from Johnson. Nice hesitation. Ball nearly stolen as it's going to stay here with the Bulldogs.
And once again, another turnover for our Bulldogs. We need to start drawing more points off them. But even with the missed pass right there, opportunity, and good play right there by Garrett.
Easy bucket by E.J. Williams inside.
And see, layups like that is what I was saying we need for our offense. A couple easy layups on the rolls to the baskets for E.J. I feel like if we can get a couple more of them, that'll open up our offense for later in the second half.
Strawbridge kicks the ball over. Shots up, no good there by Stewart. Here comes Hicks and the Bulldogs, 30-24. Nice screen from Williams. Hicks is looking to get inside. He kicks the ball out to Smith. Smith on the wing kicks it over to Williams. Williams looks inside for Johnson. Johnson has to be quick for a 3-second comes up. Easy bucket, it's in. Jalen Johnson, 32-24 Bulldogs.
Strong finish right there by Jalen, not letting the initial contact hinder his shot. Great finish.
As the intensity has risen here for the Bulldogs. Jackson, step back shot up, no good, air ball. Nearly saved, it is saved. So we're gonna get a charge drawn by E.J. Williams. Who else?
Great defensive awareness right there, selling the contact and forcing another turnover. That's great for our Bulldogs. That's the third one we forced so far in the second half.
As the Bulldogs have got on the board really early here and have picked up the intensity as they lead 32-24.
Yeah, plays like that are great for the team, great energy plays, and can really change the momentum in the game.
Tucker gets a errant pass as Battle is going to come off with an easy two-hand slam to get the Hornets on the board here in the second half. Tucker being met by Jackson. Smith for three. It's good.
That was a well-needed three right there. He hasn't hit a three since the first shot of the game. We need more shots like that to open up the offense for us.
35-26. Pass not able to be met there by Battle. Here comes Hicks. 2-on-2. Tough drive. It's up. No good. Basket won't count as Hicks is going to be called for a charge.
Even though he's forced the
Williams, who else?
Great defensive awareness right there, selling the contact and forcing another turnover. That's great for our Bulldogs. That's the third one we forced so far in the second half.
as the Bulldogs have got on the board really early here and have picked up the intensity as they lead 32-24.
Yeah, plays like that are great for the team, great energy plays, and can really change the momentum in the game.
Tucker gets a errant pass as Battle is going to come off with an easy two-hand slam to get the Hornets on the board here in the second half. Tucker being met by Jackson. Smith for three. It's good.
That was a real needed three right there. He hasn't hit a three since the first shot of the game. We need more shots like that to open up the offense for us.
35-26. Pass not able to be met there by Battle. Here comes Hicks. 2-on-2. Tough drive. It's up. No good. Basket won't count as Hicks is going to be called for a charge.
Even though he forced the charge right there, that was a great job of trying to get a layup in the fast break and not letting Hornets set up defensively on that.
Both teams have been able to pick the intensity up here. Three's up, no good. Tipped. Ball's going to stay here with the Hornets as Hicks last touched the ball out of bounds.
And we've had a real energetic start to the second half. Hopefully we can maintain this energy and really try and extend this lead going to the later points of the second half.
We're going to get a foul call on Cameron Tucker. That's going to be Tucker's first, team's second. Strawbridge is going to inbound the ball. We're going to get a foul call on the floor prior to the pass. That pass is going to be on, that foul is going to be on Smith. Yeah. 3 early fouls here in the first half for the Bulldogs, Jawan.
Yeah, and that was the problem in the first half with them, with us drawing 9 in the first half. We really need to try and be a little more smart with the chances we're taking as we're coming real close to that bonus with 17 minutes left in the second half, which is a lot of time for the Hornets to capitalize on that.
As Heath has the ball up top, 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. He's going to get a screen from Cousin. Cousin for three. It's up. No good. Tip ball is going to go to the Bulldogs on this go-around.
That was a good, long defensive possession by Bulldogs, not giving up a point, even though it was a second and third chance opportunities for the Hornets right there. Good job of keeping the defense going.
Tucker has the ball. He's met with a trap. Tucker is able to find Smith. Smith gets inside. Nice pass to Williams. Williams met by 2. Nice. Doesn't matter how many people you throw at him. It's still good. E.J. Williams with a tough left-handed finish.
Nice, strong finish at E.J. He's really been the catalyst for the team so far in this game.
Heat 3 is no good. Ball went out on Jackson, and it's going to hold on for the Bulldogs. Tough defensive possession there for Williams as he was switched on to Heath. As Hicks had took a tough screen there and wasn't able to get up and recover in enough time.
Yeah, I like the energy EJ's playing with right now. Not only is he making the smart plays offensively and defensively, but he's bringing energy on these plays for the Bulldogs, and I like the intensity that he's playing with, and that's definitely going to transfer over to the rest of the team.
Smith has the ball on the wing. He's looking to get inside for Johnson, not able to find him. He kicks it up top to Hicks. Hicks over to Tucker. Tucker's looking inside. He finds Johnson on the baseline. Johnson makes a nice swifty move, gets inside, loses the ball, and the Hornets are going to take over.
Yeah. It's been a tough game for Jalen. Him being the leading scorer for the team and him only having 2 points so far is really good to see the Bulldogs stepping up with other players stepping up in his behalf on the scoring side of the ball.
As we have a timeout on the floor, the Bulldogs lead by 11 as they've blown this early half up as they were just leading by 4 coming into the half, and now went on a nice run here as we've seen E.J. Williams slowly take over this game.
Yeah, and you called to go into the second half. He had an excellent first half, especially the start of it, And he's starting his second half a lot how he started the first half with his energy, with him drawing charges, forcing a couple turnovers, and then him with 2 nice finishes on the offensive side. It's really nice to see how his energy is really transferring over to the rest of the team, and we've had a really nice start to the second half.
As with this timeout break, the Bulldogs lead 37-26 with just a little under 16 minutes remaining here in the second half. As we mentioned before, E.J. Williams has been slowly taking over the game, scoring the Bulldogs 2 of their last 4 possessions here.
Yeah, and also that 3 that Smith hit was a well-needed shot for our team. Not only an energy booster and a confidence booster, but opening up the offense. It's only our second 3 of the game with both 3s coming for him. So hopefully we can get a couple more of them open opportunities and capitalize on them.
Yes, we're going to come out of the break. The Hornets are going to take over as we have a delayed game warning charged to Coach Williams and the Hornets. He passed the ball up top.
It looks like our Bulldogs went with a smaller lineup, taking EJ out and having 3 4s running, and see how the Hornets adjust to this.
Clark has the ball. He swings to Jackson. He swings it inside to O'Neal. O'Neal's shot was no good, but they were able to recover.
Freshman mistake right there by 23. What I've noticed from him is that he's a real bouncy guy. Be good to see how his athleticism transferred over to the offensive side for us.
Cortez, it's up, no good, but he's fouled. Nice move inside. I got an opportunity to talk to Cortez prior to the game earlier today, and he could not go without mentioning how much of a mentor B.J. Houston has been to him during his transitional period here, coming from high school into college.
Yeah, and it's nice to see the other things that come with having veteran players. Not only is it on the court stuff with them, but off the court. Brandon's been a part of this team for 4 years, and it's nice to see that he's taken over some form of leadership role for us and with taking the young freshman under his wing.
Second shot's up, no good. Rebounded by Smith. He's fouled.
Great energy play right there. Getting the rebound and forcing the foul and gaining another possession for us.
As the Bulldog bench rejoiced as they were excited to see their younger core.
Yeah, we have 3 freshmen on the court for us right now. So with that being said, it's nice to see that.
Seconds. He has to come up with something quick. Cortez for 3. It's good.
Great shot. Good patience right there from Garrett, not letting the pressure phase him.
Cortez on Strawbridge gets him to travel. Nice play there from the freshman. Able to turn offense into defense as well. Comes in, gets a 3 from the corner, and then gets the nice defensive stop and forces the travel.
Yeah, and it seems like defense been a real key for our Bulldogs in this second half. And the defense energy has bled over to the offense. It's really started to pick up our scoring. It'll be great to see if our Bulldogs can keep this energy going for the rest of this game.
Hicks is being met by a trap. He brings the ball back out. Excuse me, Tatum. So much familiar haircuts here on the floor. Tough play here. We got a little extracurricular activity here with Jackson and Tatum.
Oh, man. You expect this in rivalry games like this. These 2 teams hate each other. And with him also being a young freshman, this being his first game, you can expect this out of him.
As Tatum had the ball up top and made a nice inside move on Jackson to be able to get past him Jackson was able to recover well, getting a jump ball, and somehow they got tangled up after the play, and that created this extracurricular activity. I believe the officials are going to go back and review.
Yeah, and hopefully we don't let the frustration on the other side, and what really on both sides, take over this game. We've really been having a good game going on. I like the energy that our players been playing with in the second half. It seems like the bench, the coaches, and everybody is into this game. It's really been a good impact for us in the second half.
Absolutely, as the Bulldogs lead 40-28 with just 14:23 remaining here in the ball game. It's been quite an interesting one as the Bulldogs' intensity has went through the roof starting here in the second half as they led by just 4 points earlier on going towards the end of the first half. It seems to me that E.J. Williams has orchestrated this team to turn this urgency up another notch.
Yeah, he's really been taking the force as that big man role for this team. He started all last season for us, and I really seen him grow offensively for us. He always was a great defender, good at staying vertical and not drawing that many fouls. And it's nice to see that his offensive game is picking up and that he's really been playing more aware with the plays like that charge that he drew earlier in the second half, and also that turnover he forced. It's great to see that he's growing as a player, and that that growth and good play he's been putting out for us this game has really been a key part for us.
Absolutely, as officials are still talking it over. It's worth noting that this is another super weekend here. I've only played 2 games, but it's not really about how many games you played. It's about whether you win or lose at the end of the day. And the Bulldogs have been doing just that at 2-0, coming in having beaten Southern Alabama University as well as Sanford on the road.
Yeah, with both of them games being real close games coming down to the end, it's great to know that our team is good at finishing games, and that'll come from clutch as we look like we have another good one coming in right here.
As Johnson was tangled up there on the baseline, he's able to get it out to Smith. Tucker makes a nice move. Shots up, it's blocked by O'Neal. Here comes the Hornets. Nice move by Jackson, not able to finish. Rebound by O'Neal. It's up, it's good.
And it seems like the Hornets are going to try and use that press to dictate the pace like they did earlier in the game. Hopefully our Bulldogs can not let this phase them.
Nice recovery there by Cortez. He swings it out to Smith for 3. It's good. Smith, that's his second in a row.
See, shots like that is what we were needing in the first half. He was getting the open looks. It's just great to see that they're starting to fall in the second half.
43-30 here in the second half. It looks like the Bulldogs are going to be able to run away with this one. Not without something being said by Clark as he made his last basket. 43-32. Johnson makes a nice move back inside. He's fouled by O'Neal, who cannot believe the call as he's being held back by a couple of teammates there on the play.
And it seems like that physical play that we had being played in the first half is drawn over into the second half. As both teams are edging real close to that bonus with 13 minutes left in this half. That's going to become a real key factor as bonus free throws can really change the game.
Tucker is able to get the ball in to Smith. Smith swings it over to Hicks. Hicks makes a nice move to the right side of the floor. He swings it back over to Smith. Smith's looking inside for Johnson. He finds him. Johnson makes a move towards the baseline. He's being met with a trap. Nice spin. He's fouled.
That's the 5th foul right there for the Hornets. Another one is in the bonus. And like I said, we have 13 minutes left in this game. So if our Bulldogs can continue to be aggressive and get to the paint, they can get a couple easy free throws.
At the line for the Bulldogs is number 5, Jalen Johnson, a 6'7" sophomore forward out of Indianapolis, Indiana. As Juwan, you mentioned earlier on into the game, he's one of the nation's top scorers right now.
Yeah, even though we've only played 2 games, he was a key point in them 2 games with a 28-point game at Sanford and a 25-point game in South Alabama.
Cortez nearly able to come up with the rebound there off the missed free throw. Not able to come down with it. Here comes the Hornets as Tucker's going to pick up a foul there as Tate drove towards the baseline. So that foul's going to be on the floor. Clark makes a move. He kicks the ball back up top to Tate. Tate swings it back over to Clark and sends a screen his way. Clark, tough finish inside. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Here comes Hicks. That's the ball stolen by Tate. Tough finish there, and the foul's going to go on Smith.
We can't let turnovers like that bring them back in the game. We have a nice, well lead right now, but we've had a couple turnovers late as the Hornets came out this timeout. We can't let them try and take control of the pace of the game, as that can bring them back into it like it did in the first half.
Prior to the play just there, it seemed like the Bulldogs' confidence was starting to build and rise. As you saw Johnson going to the line, you saw a lot of smiles on their faces, and you see the bench standing more, and the intensity is rising. As we're going to get some substitutions here as Tatum and Williams are going to check back in for Johnson and Tucker.
Yeah, energy, especially with the circumstances that we have now with not as many fans being allowed in here. You really have to bring it on yourself to bring that energy and that intensity out from your players. And when the team's playing together and everybody's into the game and really intense into it, it can really be another factor for the team.
Cortez has the ball. He kicks it across court to Smith. Smith tried to swing it up top to Hicks, but the ball was nearly stolen there between Tate and Clark. Smith is going to inbound to Williams. Williams being hounded on by Strawbridge. He's able to get a foul drawn on Strawbridge. The dead ball here, Juwan. What's your conference championship predictions?
The way we've been playing so far, I really feel like our Bulldogs, this can be the year that we get out of our drought and get us a SWAC championship. But don't sleep on the rest of the SWAC. We had a lot of good showings out of teams such as Southern, Alcorn, everything. It'll be really nice to see how this year's SWACs play off, especially with this being one of our last years in the Elmore.
Williams is going to be called for a foul there as Tate was driving towards baseline, made an awkward move to the basket.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot more drawing from the players in the second half. The rivalry feel to this game is definitely there.
Strawbridge has the ball up top, makes an easy drive. It's up, no good. Williams is able to corral the rebound, and here comes the Bulldogs as Tatum brings the ball up. He's going to be met with a trap. Nice move. Gets the ball over to Hicks. Hicks makes a move up top. He swings it to Cortez. Cortez with a nice ball fake swings it over to Hicks. Hicks with the ball up top. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Over to Tatum. Tatum inside to Williams. Williams met with nearly a triple team. Swings it to Smith. Three's no good as that was a heat check. Made his last two. Cortez nearly able to poke the ball loose. It's going to remain with the Hornets. We have a timeout on the floor as the Bulldogs lead by 11 with just 11:34 remaining here in the ball game, 44-33. Jawan, what have you saw so far earlier here in this second half?
You predicted it. E.J. Williams, he's really been the catalyst for us in this, really the whole game, especially in the second half. He's really been doing a great job at protecting the rim. He has a couple blocks, and he also has some good shot contests and not drawing fouls. And he also been bringing energy. I like the energy that we're playing with, and that energy has opened the game up. We've hit a couple more jump shots and opened our offense up a little more. So I feel like if we can continue to play with this energy, limit our turnovers, and continue to grab rebounds, I feel like we can coast into the last half of this game.
Absolutely, as Coach Mo Williams and staff are going to want to talk this one over to figure out how they can inch closer here to the Bulldogs as the Bulldogs lead 44-33 with 11:34 remaining here in the ball game. Jalen Johnson and E.J. Williams and this Bulldog team has looked to have a lot of more confidence coming here into this second half versus how much energy they look like they had going towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, it seems like the Hornets who start really having the tension of the game is really going their way. And even with them being down, it seemed like the game was being played at their pace and they had the momentum. But I feel like coming to the second half, some spark under a couple of our players. We really picked up the aggressiveness even more than we had in the first half. We've been making some good plays and executing the offense way better than we did in the first half.
As Strawbridge has the ball at the free throw line. Tough move inside. He's being met by Tatum and Williams. Three's up. It's good. As that came from Tate. As Riley checking in is going to get the ball in.
And our Bulldogs, we've been doing a great job at limiting the three-point shooting for the Hornets. We can't let this, them in the second half get a couple threes in that could really cut into this lead.
As Tatum has the ball on the right wing, he's looking for Williams. He gets the ball in to the right, block to Williams. Williams looking to go to work. He's met with a double team. Inside, three guys. Doesn't matter, and one. E.J. Williams.
Doesn't matter how many people you throw at him. If he wants to get that ball down low, he's going to find a way. He's really been putting his foot down in this game. I like how E.J.'s been playing.
As he was met by not one, not two, but three Alabama State defenders, he still was able to manage to mingle inside and still get the basket to fall after the foul.
And they've been doubling him down low these last couple of possessions, and he's been passing out of it with a couple of his passes being close to turnovers. I like how he decided to, as we have a basket interference, I like how he decided to take it upon himself and get that bucket.
As Clark is going to bring the ball up, he swings it inside to Strawbridge. Strawbridge comes back and answers E.J. Williams with the basket of his own. Tatum looks to get the ball in to Cortez. It's up, it's in. Quick basket as the Hornets were looking to fall asleep there on defense. Nice awareness there by Tatum. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Williams as he's furious with the effort played there by his Hornets defense on transition there.
Yeah, that was a great find right there by Tatum. By Hicks. And I really feel like we haven't been doing a lot of that getting out in them long passes out in the open court. And I really feel like that caught the Hornets off guard.
Absolutely. With 10:27 remaining here in the ball game, the Bulldogs lead by just 10 points, 48-38. Jawan, we've seen a lot of back and forth action here, but the Bulldogs are holding on to a comfortable lead as they're getting ready to come out towards the closing minutes of this half. As we're getting a little bit under 10 minutes remaining here into the ball game.
Yeah, and I like how we've been taking advantage of the aggressiveness that the Hornets have been using defensively. They've been trapping all game. They've really been using a full court pressure, and even when they're in the half court, some form of a half court press and half court trap. And even though that can force turnovers and speed up the pace of the game, that can also draw fouls as the Hornets have been doing this game. And with us having 10 minutes left in the game and with them having 7 fouls, I really feel like they might have to draw back on their aggressiveness, and that can help out our Bulldogs.
As we're coming close to the break, Jawan, I have got to ask you, my man, what are your Super Bowl predictions coming up as we have a couple of interesting games this weekend?
Well, I don't want to have some form of bias, but I feel like my Baltimore Ravens will be able to pull out. And in the NFC, I feel like one of them old guys is going to pull it out. I feel like A-Rod, he's really been having a lot of great seasons back-to-back. I feel like this is the year that he really puts his foot down and shows why he's one of the greatest quarterbacks that's ever played in the NFL.
As we're going to get a travel here by London Riley. A little hard to believe there. I think he was expecting a foul to be called there as he was met by some contact. Strawbridge with an up fake, tough lay-in. It's good.
Yeah, we really need to get to moving because they've really been using this trap that they've been using all game. It's been giving us some form of uncomfortability, and when we work our way out of it, I feel like we have the advantage offensively.
Nice recovery there by Tucker as he was able to get his own rebound following the shot. Three's up, no good for Tatum. Here comes the Hornets. 40-48 Bulldogs, and that foul's going to go on Riley.
Got to stay on your feet. It's fouls like that, especially with how much time we have left in it. Fouls like that is real big.
Do you mind if I go back and actually disagree with you there about not only the Baltimore Ravens being in the Super Bowl, but Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers being in the Super Bowl? I mean, it's hard for me not to disagree on that call, but I'm just going to leave that one there.
Yeah, I already know you being a Cleveland native. It's nice to see your Browns get their first playoff win in a long time.
Oh, we're just happy to be here at this point. Obviously, I'm not going to say that we're going to lose tomorrow, given that Kansas City is a slow and starting team. But obviously, Vegas is going to say that Kansas City is going to win, especially at home, being a 10-point favorite. But it's kind of hard to believe a team that's been out of play for 3 straight weeks is going to just turn it back on as if they were a water faucet against a team that scored 40 in 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, and that running game y'all got down there in Cleveland is real nice. I really would like to see how the Chiefs defense handles that.
As Cortez scored the last basket, 50-41 with just 9:13 remaining here in the ball game, as that foul is going to go on Cortez for a blocking. As that'll be his 3rd, team's 8th. At the line for the Hornets is going to be number 20, Kenny Strawbridge, the 6'4" guard out of Illinois. A Western Nebraska transfer.
Looks like these free throws slowly bringing the Hornets back into this game. Our Bulldogs need to find a way to get back into this game, get a couple more stops defensively, so hopefully we can open up our offense a little more.
As Smith checked in for Cortez, alongside him was Johnson. Strawbridge at the line for one more. It's good, as he's been able to cut this game down to a little more than just single digits, as the Hornets are looking to get in close to striking distance as the Bulldogs lead 50-43.
Yeah, and with the 2 games that our Bulldogs played this year, both coming down to the last shot, I feel like our experience in these moments can really be a good factor.
Nice pass from Tucker. Gets the ball inside for Hicks. As that shot was blocked. Here comes the Hornets. Nice Euro step into the lane. It's up. It's good from E.J. Clark.
Yeah, I feel like we're starting just like we did in the first half. We established our pace early in the half, but then as we get into the later rounds of this, the Hornets are starting to get into their own game with the pressure they're applying.
Timeout Bulldogs, as the Hornets have revved up their intensity. With 8:27 remaining here in the second half, the Bulldogs lead 50-45, as they were just holding on to an 11-point lead last time we saw them at the timeout break.
Yeah, and I got a question for you. With a lot of stuff that's been going on in sports, how you feel that blockbuster James Harden trade we had going in the last couple of days in the NBA, how you think that's going to end up playing out for the Nets? Do you think that's the piece they need that's going to make them a surefire stamp contender over there in the East?
Well, given from what we saw in the past season, I'm not going to necessarily say we can stamp them as Eastern Conference champs, because I know for a fact Jimmy Butler's going to have a lot to say about that, for one. 2, they're going to have a lot more competition going into this conference playoffs when they do get there, given how it went down last season with the Bucks being upgraded with Drew Holiday. And you also have Doc Rivers over there now in Philly, and they look a lot more formidable than they have the past couple years, especially on the defensive end of the ball. And we can also not sleep on those teams such as, like, once again, the Eastern Conference champs, defending Eastern Conference champs, the Miami Heat, as well as the Boston Celtics. So given that, I'm not necessarily sure about where the Nets stand. Obviously, they're going to be the front runners as for their, coming out to the finals. But when it comes down to it, it's going to be about their character. You hear about the stuff that was going on in Houston, and now you're getting this news about Kyrie Irving missing games, and not only missing games, but having his track record against him now as well. There's going to be a lot of sage being burnt around the arenas, given that this team is hopefully going to come together. It's going to be all coming down to the man up front in center, number 7, Kevin Durant, to see about how he can pull this team together.
Do you think that them being such a top-heavy team, with them giving away a lot of their depth, especially at the center position, do you think that's going to come back to bite them in the later points of the season?
Well, it may not necessarily, given the offensive firepower this team has, But when you give up so many pieces like that, it kind of can play a factor. We see it played a factor with the Miami Heat when they had to forfeit a couple of their talented players off the bench in order to regain LeBron James and Chris Bosh there for a moment. So you saw that they kind of had a power struggle off the bench, but once the cap kind of opened up for them, they were able to bring in players. Now, see, the Nets were able to get a trade exemption with Karis LeVert, so that way they will be able to go out and get such guys like J.R. Smith, Dion Waiters, and whoever else they're looking to add to their bench to help them become formidable.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting. I can't wait to, I think later on today, I want to say they might be making their debut. Harden may be making his debut, so it'll be nice to see how this plays out.
Also, I'm going to put on a prediction here, if I can, that I don't believe Kyrie Irving will be with the Nets come the end of the season.
Hey, that's a bold prediction, but with them getting Harden, they can really flip Kyrie in a nice trade piece, especially with them giving up as many picks as they did to get Harden.
I don't see this as just some behavior by him to just justify that by not only a social justice, which is a great cause, don't get me wrong, but if this is the real world here we're talking about, and you get paid millions to do what you do, to come in and put on a show, which he's been missing on purpose. And obviously any of us know if you miss a job without an excuse, no call, no show, you're usually getting fired.
Yeah, I know that can really mess them up chemistry-wise. So hopefully Kyrie can find, with them bringing Harden out there, that can really sit him down to get him 100% focused with the team.
As we came out the break, Cameron Tucker's going to be at the line. First shot's up, it's good. On the floor right now for the Bulldogs is Tucker, Hicks, Tatum, Johnson, and Smith. With just 7:53 remaining here in the ball game, the Bulldogs are leading by 7, 52-45.
Yeah, with them going smaller, I feel like this is going to help them out with that pressure that the Hornets been bringing, putting a couple more ball handlers on the floor and trying to help limit turnovers.
As Tate has the ball, nice swing over to Clark. Clark kicked it over to O'Neal. Back to Clark. Clark swings it over to Tate. Tate's three, no good. Rebounded by Strawbridge. It's up, it's good. Ball nearly stolen there by Stewart. As the Bulldogs are going to hold on to the ball. It's kind of a close call there, as we obviously see the Hornets' intensity is still there after the timeout break.
I say with them being led by an NBA savvy player like Mo Williams, I'm pretty sure that the Hornets, they had their mind in the game the whole game. Even with them going down as much as 14 in the second half, they really not let that phase them, and they haven't slowed down intensity-wise, and it's starting to show as they're drawing their way back into this game.
Johnson, tough finish. It's up, no basket, as he's going to be at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Foul is going to go on Heath. That's going to be Heath's second foul, team's ninth, as the Bulldogs are inching near close to the double bonus opportunity.
And one thing I can say about that is that with this, both teams having 8, with the Hornets having 9 fouls and us having 8, it really seems like the free throw game is going to be played in the later half of this game. And that favored towards the Hornets with them being a pretty decent free throw shooting team with 75% and us being a 68% team. Hopefully we don't we stay focused and we hit these free throws, as it seems like they're going to be key in this later half of this game.
Ball nearly stolen by Smith as he tipped the ball off the Heath, as Coach Williams cannot believe it.
He doesn't want to give the ball up. He better be careful. He gets that first SEC SWAC tech.
As he's going to be hit with the technical, as Williams is furious. He is absolutely outraged as Smith nearly came up with the steal. Looks like the ball went off of the hands of Heath, as the Bulldogs are not only going to have an opportunity for these technical free throws, they're also going to have the ball as well.
Yeah, and this can be a big swing for the team. We can possibly, with Garrett, if he hits this free throw, can extend this back to a double-digit game.
But with such a close game, with nearly 7 minutes remaining here in the ball game, how important is it to keep your composure as a coach, even with ticky-tack foul calls, such as the one just then that can go both ways? As you see, Coach Williams kind of went out of control there and cost his team a point.
Yeah, and you really have to look at it the same way a coach would look at it with his players. You can't let your emotions take over the game. Even when it seems like a call might not go away, a play like that can be the game changer in the game. As like I said, this game can easily flip to a double-digit, back to a double-digit game on this possession.
Hicks nearly let the ball go out of bounds. He saves it, as a foul is going to be called on number 11, Latrell Tate.
And even though with them being deep in foul trouble, it seems like Coach Mo Williams doesn't want to take his foot off the gas on his heavy press, heavy trap defense they've been playing all game. And it seems like just as much as it's been helping them, it's been coming back biting them too.
As the Bulldogs lead by 7 points, 54-47 here with 6:50 remaining in the ball game. Tatum knocks down his first, as he breathes a sigh of relief, as he's not shooting a 1-and-1 anymore. We are now in the double bonus from here on.
Yeah, now that I look back on this replay like that they just showed, seems like Coach Williams had a reason to be mad, as that ball looks like it did tap off of Smith's fingers.
Wonder why they didn't go to a replay there, as they had a little time on the play, but it seems like Coach Williams was just so out of control they could not even focus in to go back on to the replay, as we're going to get that foul called on Williams, as we have an and-one opportunity for the Hornets.
And one thing you can say about this Hornets game, this Hornets team today, they really haven't gave up. They've been down all game. They haven't had a lead all game, but they've been in it. Even when they were down 13 and 14, they've continued to play with intensity and aggressiveness, and they find a way to stay in this game.
At the line for the and-one opportunity is Brandon Battle, the 6'8" forward out of Warren, Ohio. Tatum has the ball, with his Bulldogs leading by 6. Nice move. He's going to be fouled as he was working his way inside by number 15, Stewart.
Yeah, with the Hornets being this deep in foul trouble and us getting 2 free throws, we're really getting to that point of the game where we have to look at what personnel you want to have on the court for the Hornets, as a lot of key players for them are really high in fouls.
That first shot is up and good. Checking back in, it's going to be number 10, DJ Jackson, the 6'2" guard out of Los Angeles, California. Also checking in for the Hornets is going to be Strawbridge. Tough move inside, no good, but a foul's going to be called on Cortez.
Yeah. One thing I can say from my Bulldogs so far late, since we've came out the last break, it seems like we've really taken off the gas a little bit on the defensive end. The Hornets have been getting to the paint a lot easier than they have been early in the game, and with them drawing fouls and getting these free throws, it's really keeping them in this game, and hopefully our Bulldogs can find a way to close this game out.
As Johnson checks in for the Bulldogs. Second shot's up, no good. Here come Tatum and the Bulldogs. Nice move back toward the middle of the floor. He swings it over to Hicks. Hicks to Smith. Nice up fake, gets inside. Doesn't like what he sees, tries to maneuver, but he's going to be called for a travel.
And one thing I can't be say about that last foul puts number 23, the freshman Cortez, with 4 fouls in this game. With him having a nice role in this game, playing good, well defense on the wings, and also coming up with a couple putbacks and jump shots, it'd be nice to see how Coach handles one of his players who've been playing well in this game with 4 fouls.
As O'Neal has the ball, he's going to kick it over to Strawbridge. Nice up fake there from Heath. He kicks it over to Strawbridge. Three's up, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Here comes Hicks. Hicks swings it to Tatum. Tatum throws it up. It's pulled down by Cortez.
Great find right there. Freshman to freshman connection right there. Good job of keeping his eyes up, and nice pass.
Strawbridge has nothing there, swings it back up top. It's going inside to Battle. Battle battles his way in. It's good.
And that right there looks like if it is on Cortez to put him out of the game.
Cortez with such a nice performance tonight. Prior to that alley-oop play just then, he just had a great impact on the floor, also bringing the intensity up as we're going to get a second look at the alley-oop play there from Tatum. Connection over there to Cortez.
And like I said earlier in the game, one thing you can say about Cortez is he's real bouncy. He shows it in the pregame, and it also shows on the defensive end with great contesting makes. And it's going to be tough for him, the Hornets, to have to replace that. Hopefully Smith can step up with his jump shooting, and he can take on that role that Cortez was playing in the second half.
Hicks has the ball. He looks inside, brings the ball back out with 5 minutes remaining. The Bulldogs lead by 7, 60-53. He swings inside to Johnson. Johnson, tough move, nearly lose the ball off his foot. It's going to go with the Hornets.
And see, one thing about us, we've been trying to feed our leading scorer Jalen down low, with also EJ. And one thing the Hornets have adjusted to that is they've been doubling real heavy in the post. So it's really key for our Bulldogs to make the smart plays and not give up turnovers. That gives up more possessions for the Hornets to get back in this game.
As Heath is going to try a three, no good. Rebounded by O'Neal. He kicks it back out to Jackson. Jackson makes a move towards the left side of the wing. He kicks it inside to Strawbridge. Strawbridge finds Heath inside, not ready for the pass. Nice recovery by Strawbridge, but the shot was no good. Battle battles his way in again, and it's good.
And that was an ugly possession for the Bulldogs. That they had 3 opportunities to end the possession and get a rebound. And then you have players like that fighting for extra buckets in a close game like this. It's going to be tough for you.
As the game is getting really, really intense and really close, the Bulldogs still lead by 4 here, 60-56, with just 4 minutes remaining here in the ball game.
Yeah, and this is the closest the game has been since the end of the first half. Nice to see our Bulldogs adjust to the Hornets, up in the intensity and getting back in this game.
Tough pass inside for Johnson. Johnson swings it over to Hicks. Hicks is going to bring the ball out. We have 10 seconds, one-on-one. Mason Jackson nearly makes him fall. No good on a three. Rebounded by Battle.
That was an excellent move by Garrett. Just got to finish it off, but
tough play, no good, but a foul is going to be called on Tatum for a blocking foul as he kind of was still moving as he wasn't set enough for the charge to get called.
Yeah, with us coming into the crunch time of this game, this is the moments when players such as Jalen Johnson and Garrett Hicks, with them being such big scorers for our team, and also E.J. Williams, it's nice to see how our players are going to step up in this.
Okay, Juwan, now talk me through this play. He has Jackson stumbling, but instead he bails Jackson out with a fall-away three. What would Coach probably would have wanted to see there instead of bailing him out with a three as Jackson was stumbling backwards defensively?
See, it was an excellent move by Garrett, but like you're saying, Coach would probably have wanted him to drive on that because with his defender stumbling back, if he drove, he could have somewhat brought the defense in, and with his defender being back, somebody would have had to help off their defender if he was to get deep into the paint and maybe a kick out three or a kick out leading to an extra pass to another layup. I know the coach just wanted him to stay in the flow of the game and not let emotions and play like that take over, as he probably was looking for the highlight after that step back.
Absolutely. With 3:47 remaining here in the ball game, the Bulldogs lead by just 4 points after leading for pretty much most of the second half by double digits. Juwan, what do they need to do to hang on to this lead going into the last 3 minutes of this ball game?
I mean, it's defense. We've kind of found our rhythm a little better in the second half offensively, as we've scored way more than we did in the first half. But defensively, the Hornets have found their groove offensively and found a way to get to the paint and get, if they can't get the easy layup, they've been drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. So I feel like if we can tighten up defensively and maybe force some more turnovers and maybe lead to some easy layups, I feel like we can go into the end of this game a little more comfortably than we are right now.
As Strawbridge is going to be at the line for two here. First shot's up, no good. Juwan, we have a long season ahead of us, not only on the court for the SWAC, but as well as the football field, as the Bulldogs are going to look to kick off February 28th.
Yeah, it's going to be something to get used to, us having college football this late into the spring, but I feel like this year we have a kid coming back and he's getting better than ever. With him being one of the top quarterbacks in the SWAC, it really be nice to see how our players adjust to this new season, as I'm pretty sure not any of them has played this far into the spring really ever in their football careers.
As that last free throw went down, the Bulldogs lead by just 3 points. As Tatum is weaving through the defense, he kicks it over to Hicks. Hicks swings it back up top to Tatum with just 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. The Bulldogs are looking to get something out of this possession as they lead by just 1 possession now.
And that's the one thing about the press that these Hornets are running, is that it takes time off the clock. And while that's a good thing for us that we have the lead, we have to finish on the other side.
Strawbridge, tough finish, no good, but he's back at the line for 2.
Once again, another foul. We've really been bailing them out with these fouls these last couple of possessions in the second half, as I want to say their last 3 possessions has ended with them at the free throw line.
Strawbridge knocks down his first of 2.
And if he hits this free throw, I feel like we need to hurry up and get into our offense, as this press has really been difficult for us to break, and as we get across nicely right here.
The 6 pass the ball, he brings it back out. Tatum inside, he swings over to Tucker. Tucker doesn't like what he sees. He's fouled as he was looking to get inside by Strawbridge.
And see, when we break the press quick like we did right there, we can get into our half-court offense quicker. And with both teams playing aggressive as there is, it seems like it's going to end with a foul at every time. So hopefully we can execute these free throws.
Tucker is at the line for two. A very experienced guard. Comes from Birmingham, Alabama. Winona High School.
Yeah, with him being in plenty of close games last semester with a couple of close finishes coming with the ball in his hands, and also this year with a lot of close finishes, it'd be nice to see how a lot of our older guards complement the younger players we got out there right now.
We're going to watch how the Bulldogs respond to this outpouring here by the Hornets of Alabama State. He passed the ball. Nice move. He swings over to Jackson. Jackson doesn't like what he sees. Up top to Strawbridge. Strawbridge with just 10 seconds on the shot clock kicks it over to Jackson. It's Jackson and Hicks. He kicks it to Strawbridge. Strawbridge for three. No good. Rebounded by Battle. But he stepped out of bounds. The possession is going to go to the Bulldogs with just 2:28 remaining here in the ball game. They lead by just 3 points. Key stop there by Johnson and the Bulldogs.
That was the perfect defensive set for our Bulldogs right there, as they ran them to the end of their shot clock and forced them into a contesting three. And even though they got the offensive rebound, good job of Jalen Johnson staying focused on his man and forcing them out of bounds.
Tucker with the ball up top with just 20 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. And we're just nearing the 2-minute mark. The Bulldogs lead by one possession. Tough move by Tatum, nearly lost the ball as he was going for the layup. No good. Here comes Strawbridge and the Hornets. Tough layup there by Battle. He's going to be fouled. Foul's going to go on Garrett Hicks.
Like I said earlier, it seems like at this point in the game, the way both teams are playing, we're going to be going foul for foul. So these free throw shots are really big for both teams.
This battle's at the line with just 2:05 remaining here in the ball game. The Bulldogs lead by 3 points as we have a nail biter on our hands once again. First shot's up, no good by Battle. Probably going to want to have that one back again.
Yeah, with our him missing that free throw, our Bulldogs really need to find a way to score in this next possession and stretch it to a 2-possession game.
Battle shots up, no good. Didn't touch the rim at all.
You see, plays like that is why I wish we had our signature dog pound down low, as I'm pretty sure we would have had a reaction out of the crowd with that one.
Tatum has the ball. He kicks it over to Hicks. Hicks is matched up on Strawbridge. Tried to get a screen there by Johnson. Didn't work. Nice move, Tucker towards the baseline. He kicks it to Tatum. Tatum over to Smith. Smith for three. No good. Rebounded by Johnson. Nice move inside. It's up. No good.
And even though he missed, that was a nice, strong play by Jalen, giving us another chance.
Hicks falls on the play. We're going to get a charge called as Smith set his feet perfectly and played the play just like you would have wanted it drew up, as that foul's going to be on Heath.
Great play right there by the freshman Dalen, forcing the charge and giving us another possession. With this being a one-possession game, plays like that are detrimental for the Hornets.
Smith missed the three. Johnson came up with a nice offensive rebound, get the ball inside, just a little bit short on his finish. And Smith was still able to get back in the nick of time, have his feet set, and gets the perfect charge drawn. Johnson with the ball, he's looking, misses. Cameron Tucker wide open, nice move inside. Has his mind made up, gets a tough look at the shot, but he's fouled.
These are some big free throws we need out of our leading scorer right here. If we can hit both of these right here, we'll have a nice lead going into this last minute of the game.
So it looks like Coach is going to stick with this group here on the floor with just a minute remaining here in the ball game. The Bulldogs lead by a decisive 3 points.
Yeah, with the pace that this game's being played at, I see that he's going away from E.J. Williams, as we really been needing ball handlers on the floor with this press-heavy, trap-heavy defense that the Hornets are playing.
Second shot by Johnson is good. As the Clock is nearing 1 minute remaining here in the ball game. The Bulldogs have a little more comfortable of a lead, but still doesn't mean you take the foot off the gas.
And that was the last thing our Bulldogs wanted right there, was a quick basket.
As the game has went back to a one-possession game with just 53.7 remaining here in the ball game. The Hornets are looking to take this game, if not into overtime.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Coach wants the Bulldogs.
As we're having some clock trouble here.
Yeah.
The officials are going to get this one took care of.
Yeah, with this much time left in the game, I'm pretty sure Coach wants his team to get the best shot that they can find, but also drain as much time as they can off the clock. And if they can maybe get a shot off at the end of this shot clock and score, that'll put them in real nice position to close this game out.
Tatum with the nice move. He gets the ball up the floor past half court. He brings the ball back out. Ball nearly stripped, but he's fouled by Strawbridge.
Number 20, King Strawbridge. Correction, Strawbridge. Strawbridge is 4th personal foul. At the line for Bulldogs for 2 shots.
At the line for 2 is freshman sensation Javon Tatum from Snellville, Georgia, out of Grayson High School. He nails the first one.
That makes it a 2-possession game. So with that being said, defense is really the priority for the Bulldogs the rest of this game, as stops is the best thing for them. If they don't score again, they win.
Tough pass there. It's corralled in. Swung inside to Strawbridge. Strawbridge, tough move. He swings it out to O'Neal. O'Neal's three's no good. Rebounded by Tate. Tate's up, no good, but fouled.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Coach, that's the last thing he wanted right there on that position. But even with that being fouled, they're still up 5. So looks like we're going to be playing the free throw game to close this one out.
Absolutely, with just under 30 seconds remaining here. The Bulldogs are clinging on to a 5-point lead. Checking in is E.J. Williams for Jalen Johnson, as he's had another sensational game, and may not say it necessarily in the box score, but if we're speaking from a presence standpoint, he's been here the whole game.
Yeah, defensively, he's been playing real well, making a lot of good stops. And even on the offensive end, with some of his shots not falling in, not falling in, just him, the presence he has, and with him averaging 26, he gives them a reason to come double him, and that's opened up the offense a little bit for us, and we've executed a little bit off them doubles. So a great game out of Jalen, even with him not putting that many points on the board.
As both free throws are no good there by Tate. Tucker gets the ball past half court, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to be at the line for 2 to put this ball game away for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wanted them free throws back. So as long as we can close this game out with, I feel like these next 2 free throws can ice it, and our Bulldogs should, if this game plays out how we hope it would, a 3-0 start for them, and we can't get any better with that, especially the last 2 being wins here in Elmore.
Please stay tuned after the game for post-game reaction and analysis. As Coach Williams is going to open up his bench with just 22 seconds remaining here in the ball game. The Bulldogs lead by 7, 68-61. Juwan, as you said before, free throws played a very big point in this game, and it seemed like down the stretch, as the Hornets kept creeping in closer and closer, the Bulldogs kept getting the ball inside more and more, and were able to take advantage of those free throw opportunities they took down the stretch.
Yeah, once, like I was saying earlier in the half, when it was 13 minutes left in the half and both teams had entered the bonus, I knew that that aggressive trap press defense that the Hornets been wanting could have came back to bite them. And with them being this heavy into the fouls, it's great to see that our Bulldogs, capitalize with on the free throw side of the ball, shooting real well from the free throw line in this second half, man. If everything plays out right, another great Bulldog win.
As the horn is sounded, Battle is going to inbound the ball, as he's going to have the option to run the baseline here on this inbound, try to get the ball in and get a quick basket.
Yeah, and what the Bulldogs want right now is just smart defense. You're up 7. Don't foul. If they get a basket, give it up. Just let the free throws dictate the rest of this game.
Ball nearly loose there. Tough basket there by Heath. As practically he ran most of the time out there on that possession. As the Bulldogs lead by 5 with just 9 seconds remaining here in the ball game.
Yeah, and that was a great game for our Bulldogs. I feel like with them being in 2 close games early in the season, I really feel like that was a factor in this. As they stayed composed, they finished their free throws. Even though they was foul heavy on the defensive side, especially later in this second half, they forced some turnovers, and I feel like that was a key point in this game.
Absolutely, as the Bulldogs are looking to leave out of this game with the win with just 9 seconds remaining here. It's nothing left to do but to just hold on to the ball and just make sure that you secure the win as well as your health. You know, you don't want any other insane plays or unforeseen plays to take on, and you end up losing someone going into the next game as well.
Yeah, the main thing to be known right now is just smart basketball. You have the game won. The only way you can lose this game now is if you lose it yourself. Just play smart basketball, get these last 10 seconds off me, and you'll walk out here 3-0.
Absolutely. Not only do you walk out 3-0, but that's 3 wins in a row for this young Bulldog core, who's also fighting this whole entire game without their head coach, Coach Howard, as well. We're hoping for the best for Coach Howard, and we look forward to seeing him soon.
Yeah, definitely prayers and condolences going to him. Hopefully he'll be able to be present for the next game we have here in Elmore.
Hicks is looking to inbound the ball. He kicks it in to Smith. Smith is going to hold on to it, swings it to Hicks, as Hicks is going to be fouled with 6 seconds left remaining in the ball game.
Number 4, E.J. Clark. Clark's third.
As that'll be Clark's third. At the line for 2 is number 10, Garrett Hicks, the sophomore dynamo himself, also leaving his mark on the game as well.
Yeah, Garrett has really stepped into the scoring role, and not only just the scoring role, but being one of the lead guards for this team. And with him being the main man, it's really a lot of weight put on his shoulders. He's been responding so well so far this season.
As we've obviously seen now, this Bulldogs team is extremely resilient, and we're going to get a chance to talk to Coach post-game about how much resilience they've been preaching to this team. You know, COVID has played a big part in the entire athletics as a whole. No matter if it's amateur-wise or professionally, COVID has played a part in everybody's lives so far. And it's really interesting to see how this team has pulled off 3 in a row earlier on here into the first half of the season.
Yeah, and one crazy thing is that we've really played 1 game a month this season so far, with our first game being the end of November, then the second game of the season being on the 19th of December. It's really nice to see that with us having these big gaps in between games, that we kept our rhythm and we kept our composure, and it led to another Bulldog win, a big one for this young team.
Stay tuned, as we're going to be met post-game with Coach, as we're going to be able to talk to Coach and celebrate this win. Hey, Coach, how's it going? Congratulations on the big win.
Hey, thank you, man. We appreciate it, man. The guys fought for 40 minutes, and, you know, Coach helped us execute a great game plan, and the guys just followed through.
Absolutely. Coach, how did you guys preach resilience here amidst all of this COVID outbreak going on still within your team?
It's been going the whole time. All right, every day we tell them to come in and try to get better each second. We can only control what we can control, and that was our mindset going into it.
Absolutely. Coach, your freshman core yet again is playing a big part on this team. How are you guys preparing them into this season?
We're just bringing them along every day. We know it's a struggle. This is not ideal going through a pandemic, but we're just bringing them through every day, and they're letting us coach them. They're coachable, and they're letting us coach them, and we're having a lot of fun coaching them.
Absolutely, Coach. As you guys are learning different ways in how to win this season as well, you know, this is the third game that's pretty much came down to the wire, and you guys stayed composed opposed to the other side of the team. How are you guys preaching that?
We're just every day. We're consistent. We talk about playing for 40 minutes. We talk about competing for 40 minutes. So we're not clock watching. We're trying to win every possession. We're trying to win every second. And I think the guys are buying in, and it's showing out on the court.
Absolutely. It's looking like it's buying in really well, and it's turning into a lot of W's for you guys. Congratulations on 3 wins in a row for you guys, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing you guys.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.
All right.
That was Coach there on the win, and as he spoke on it, Juwan, they're just preaching one possession at a time, and that's exactly what happened today, was them winning one possession at a time, taking care of the ball on offense, and also forcing turnovers on defense down the stretch.
Yeah, and I can really tell that they've been preaching that with the way the team has been playing. They stayed composed. It was a very physical, foul-happy game. A lot of players really high in fouls and turnovers. But they found a way, and just like you said, each game's been a different game, but all of them been coming down close, and each game they found a different way to win it, especially with their leading scorer only having a couple points this game. They found a way to get the ball going somewhere else, and E.J. Williams, he stepped in pretty big for the team this game, and I like the adversity that they came through, and another great win for our Bulldogs.
Absolutely, you spoke on E.J. Williams, but in my opinion, I think the guy that most stuck out on this side for the Bulldogs this game had to be Andre Cortez, as he was very key in his role coming in, filling in off the bench for not only Johnson and Williams, but for the core as well. He stood up and he was able to hold his own as a freshman coming into one of his first conference play.
Yeah, and especially with him having a slower first half, not really putting that much up for it, but he continued to play defense for them the whole game. And then the second half, that defense turned into offense for him, and he let that lead him into getting some key baskets for us, especially with that alley-oop he caught later in the half. And it's great to see that our young players are, even though they're only their third games into the season, they're playing with that chip on their shoulder, and they're playing like they've been here before. And when you can put the young players and mesh them together with the old players, and they can find a way to play together, it's pretty well, and that can always lead to a great winning team.
Absolutely, as this is the Bulldogs' third win in a row. Doesn't matter how many games were postponed or how many games they've played and haven't played, they're handling their business on the floor when they do play, and that's 3 wins in a row for this Bulldogs team as they win tonight against the Hornets of Alabama State 70-63. Another key decisive win for this Bulldog team. Juwan, they're learning how to win in different ways, and obviously Coach has just told us how he's preaching one possession at a time and one play at a time and keeping themselves composed. We obviously saw a big difference in which team was composed or which wasn't coming down the stretch.
Yeah, it seems like, especially at the end of the game, the Hornets, while we slowly cut it back on the fouls, it seemed like the Hornets amped up on it. And then also with free throw shooting. Free throw shooting was key for us in the second half, with both teams getting into their bonus free throws with double-digit minutes on the court. But as the game started to wear down, the Hornets started to miss them free throws they were getting, missing 1 out of 2, missing 2, airball in a couple. And while the Bulldogs, we kept our composure, and we really shot almost perfect for a team, especially in that second half. And plays like that, that's good for the team, as you can find a way to win. So even when your jumper is not falling, you can win the game off your free throws. And another great win for our Bulldogs, and another growing moment for this young team.
Absolutely. Now, Juwan, this is their 3rd win in a row, which has not really been done for a while for this Bulldog program. Now, how do they take this momentum from this past 3 games and take it on to the next game as well.
You can't get too far into the win. You are undefeated. You need to celebrate your win. But like Coach said, just keep looking for it. It's one goal. We're looking for that SWAC championship for our men. We haven't had it in a while here. So I feel like if we could keep our head on our shoulders, continue to play as one unit, and just play smart Bulldog basketball, I feel like this can be a great season for us.
Absolutely, as the Bulldogs pulled off yet again another win, 70-63, right here in Elmore Gymnasium, as E.J. Williams and the crew were able to handle their business defensively and turn it into offense early, as they led on and jumped into an early 10-0 run against this Mo Williams-led Alabama State team. Juwan, how vital was that going in early, setting the tone in the first half?
Yeah, with not only this being a conference win, but it being a rivalry win. We haven't, and plus we haven't spoke on it all game. This is the first time the Hornets have played in Elmore since 2018, with us having the renovations we were having with Elmore last 2019. So it's nice to see that we took that challenge head on, and with them being a rivalry team and not looking at the record and them being a tough opponent, we stayed resilient, we stuck to the game plan, and I feel like this win will be a big W for the team going into the season.
Absolutely, as resilience was the name of the game tonight, as the Bulldogs won 70-63. This was an awesome night for our Bulldogs team, and we would like to thank you all for staying tuned and watching this win here by the Bulldogs, and we would like to wish you safe and good health, and we'll see you on the next game.